Billboard Philippines Volumes.
On this week's episode of Volumes, Over October joins the show to open up season 4 for Billboard Philippines Volumes. We check out their backstage stories, how the band came about. We go behind the music and talk about their latest single and a lot more only here on Volumes.
Billboard Philippines Volumes.
Welcome to Billboard Philippines Volumes, where we turn up the volume on your favorite artist stories. And today, it's not October. I'm not over them. We have over October. I'm sorry, wale. All right, thank you. Over October, we're here.
Hello to everyone watching. What's up?
Hey. Yo, thank you guys for being here today. We're super excited. Like we were just talking about earlier, we recently had Janessa on for a photo shoot for Women in Rock. It was so cool. So I'm glad that you guys are here today, just like rounding it out. Yeah, let's get straight into it. Maybe you could tell us a little bit about Over October. How did it start? Take us back to the beginning. People love that. I love that.
Back to the start, college. You know, we're a college band, so we started there.
Until now.
Until now, we're still college.
All of us.
No.
Students at heart.
Students at heart. But me and Josh, I call him Lua because we're both named Josh.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
So
Oh,
yeah.
that's cool.
So before Ben and Ben, there was Josh and Josh.
Josh and
Yeah.
Josh. All right.
So
My
yeah.
name is Josh too. That's crazy.
Oh, cool.
No.
Sayang.
So back then we had we're all from the Ateneo Musicians Pool.
Yeah.
So the Ateneo Musicians Pool is pretty cool because there's other bands also like who's from there also Sauce, Itchy Worms back in the day, you know, all of the
Never the Strangers.
yeah, Never the Strangers, all of these bands formed there. So that's how we formed. There's this event called the Recital which happens at the end of the year.
Okay.
So we're mixed up. I was a soloist, soloist, and he was in the guitar group.
Yeah.
So they mix everyone up in the recital, and then you all perform in groups. And it just so happened that we were in the same group. And then after the event, going to the after party, we were at the back of a pickup, and Lua just asked me, "Gawa tayo banda." He just went like that. Let's make a
Yeah.
band, and then boom.
Like the excuse was, gawa tayong banda, pareho naman tayo ng pangalan.
Yeah.
We can make this work.
Yeah, we make this work. So yeah, and then right after that, we're like, okay, game. So we started performing as we would sign up to perform at like org events in
Yeah.
school.
Mm.
Also, if the school needed, like during some of the guidance tests.
Yeah, there was an effort by our guidance,
Yeah.
na during guidance testings, may parang intermission, 10-minute entertainment.
Yep.
Papasok kami with our guitars,
Yeah.
We got you.
perform 1 to 2 songs, and then go out, and then they resume the exam.
Yeah. So we would perform. We didn't have many originals back then, so we would perform like 2 songs, one original song, and then like 2 covers.
Yeah.
And then as it went on, you know, we started adding more members. We invited
Janessa.
Janessa.
Janessa was our drummer during the recital that we were talking
Same
about.
also.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was before we were friends. We were bandmates first.
Yeah.
So we were
Like you were forced to be in the group.
Yeah.
it was basically
This works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was basically, hey, you know how to drum. Tara, join us. Let us be
Yeah.
part of this group. So Janessa joined, and then Anton joined by himself. he,
Yeah.
he forced himself into
Good
the
job,
group.
good job.
Wala siya.
And then
Jorik
Jorik.
wasn't part pa nun.
Yeah.
We had a different bassist when we started.
When we started, we had the bass. Our bassist was Andrew DePano, who is
Okay.
the percussionist of Ben and Ben.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, small
Yeah.
world. So he was our bassist for a while, a short while, and then he left because he transferred from Ateneo to UP Music School. So because of that, I asked Jorik to join us. He's from we played together in church. So I was like, we need a bassist. You wanna join? And then he joined, and then he didn't
I
know.
thought I was like sessioning for him because he used to play for weddings back in college or high school.
back in college.
And then we performed together. He just messaged me, bro, can you play bass for my band?
Yeah.
Like, okay, sure. I thought I'll be like sessioning for 1 gig.
Yeah.
And then
the
a
longest time.
few years
Aha.
later, I'm still sessioning for
Got
them.
you.
So yeah, and there. So that's how we got Jorik. And then yeah, you know, we started getting invited into events outside of school, and then we started pushing our music on the radio. We were
SoundCloud pa tayo
yeah,
nagsimula,
SoundCloud.
no?
We were like in between when CDs were a big thing and when Spotify was like
Get you.
and all of the
Yeah.
streaming platforms were coming up,
Yeah.
you know. So yeah, we got to see that weird stage, and yeah, and then after that, now until today, we're still making music.
What's it been like? I love that kind of topic that you opened up. what's it been like kind of going from the CD era into the Spotify era? How have you had to like adapt through all of this to like is it changed things for you creatively, or is it just like is it made things better, harder, easier?
A mix of both.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think it
yeah.
was a marketing thing that had to change.
The marketing change.
Yeah. In terms of putting your music out there, the discoverability,
It's
It's all
much-
there.
It's,
yeah.
Sure,
it's
yeah,
a lot
yeah.
better.
A
I
lot
would say.
easier
A lot
now.
easier.
When we started out, it was just like a Facebook video or a YouTube video.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
where people would be like, "Oh, this band's good."
Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah,
we launched our first EP on parang CDs lang.
Yeah.
And then we'd post in trade groups.
Yeah.
We're selling our band's EP, and then we create event pages sa Facebook
Yeah.
for the launch. I remember nga nun, just to market and fund our first EP.
Yeah.
We had to do Harana services non
Yeah, during
during
Valentine's week.
Valentine's.
Wow.
During Valentine's week.
So in school, we made this Google form where people would sign up if they wanted us to make their partner Harana. And,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
we made a lot of money. Huh?
Yeah, it
made
funded the
Wait, tell me
production.
more.
We made around, we made
should do that
around,
again.
we made around 5 digits. Of
Oh.
yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good.
Loving it.
Yeah, but then going back, sorry about that. In terms of the CDs and the streaming platforms, I think today there are so many artists. Like
Yes.
it's so easy to
just get
listen.
out
Yeah,
there.
yeah, just get out there. It's all there. But I guess to some extent, it also makes it hard because
Yes.
there is so many different sounding artists.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
And there's a lot to consider na rin in terms of like putting out music.
Yeah.
This has been like a topic, I guess, in the past few years. The whole album versus singles thing.
Yes.
It-
Let's say it. Let's talk
Before
about it.
you'd make music, of course, una singles,
Yeah.
and then eventually the goal is to put out albums.
To
and
drop an album,
albums.
of course.
And then now with with all the streamings, yung mga playlistings and all,
Yeah.
and yung sa discoverability on social media, parang
Yeah.
singles ang labanan.
Yeah.
And then
Constant singles.
Yeah.
That's true.
So it kind of has an impact on the creativity process also of making like an album or
Yeah.
making
Mm.
music in general.
In general.
Because it's like sometimes you have an artist who has one big song and then like the rest of the songs, since they are like they don't sound like that song, you know, it's not as big anymore.
Yeah.
So it's kind of tricky nowadays.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Like, okay, because when I look through your discography, you guys really do like making bigger projects.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So, do you want to keep making projects like that, or are you feeling like you're forced to be making singles?
I think right now what we're doing is kind of adapting in a way. Like we'll release single, and then in the end we'll just compile it.
Leading into
and
a
then
bigger
let's make it-
project.
yeah, let's make it a compilation or a compilation album, basically.
Yeah.
So
sonically naman, I think they sound cohesive enough to like be
To be an album.
Yeah, it's not naman parang chop suey.
Yeah, no, for
Yeah,
sure.
just throwing everything in there. But then yeah, so that's I guess we just had to adapt in that sense. Right now we're working on a
I think
on
we're
one.
still working on albums. It's just that we release it differently.
You just
Yeah,
you
I
just
guess.
put it out differently, but
Yeah.
you can still make a full experience, especially because I feel like making an album or making a project is really personal.
Mm.
So you want to make an album that sounds like whatever you're going through at that time or through that time period. So it's nice to hear that you're still doing that. And I hope more artists know that you can still do that. Because, I mean, let's be honest, it gets kind of annoying to have to make content all the time and feel like you have to make content all the time just to be able to support your music dream. But let's be real, guys. Like, at the end of the day, the most important thing is the music.
Yeah.
And I love hearing that from artists like you, that you're still making albums. You're just learning how to play the game as it is now. But it won't stop you from what you're truly trying to create. Oh, sorry, we got deep for a second there. Okay, back to the fun stuff. No, but okay, let's jump into it. You guys have been touring, obviously. Where are some of the most fun places you guys got to tour?
I like Cafe Lupe for some reason.
What? Wait. Okay. Where is this place? I'm interested.
Antipolo.
Okay. Got tips.
Cafe Lupe. Cafe Lupe.
Cafe Lupe.
Cafe
I don't know, maybe just because of
Well,
the
the
drive.
vibe.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then you drive.
there, same time the vibe, also at night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to be able to play and fill up a place that big feels really good.
Mm.
Oh, so it's a big place. Can you
It's a
tell
big
me
place.
more about it? Like, I'm completely clueless.
It's like it's got like
Para siyang
How is it?
2 stories, no, 3.
It's like 3
yeah,
stories.
pero parang bed and breakfast. It's like a
Bed and breakfast
place
na 3
with
stories, then gig
yeah, and then
place.
there's
It's like a
there's an
big-
There's
there's
like
an
a
event.
courtyard,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
and
Yeah.
then like so this is like the whole courtyard, and then this is the stage, and then there's like seats here, and then
Balcony.
Insanity.
balcony, and then like a
Love
second
it.
balcony. There's like a third
Yeah.
balcony.
Yeah.
pa
So
nga
it
ano
feels
eh.
like a mall show in a way.
But
Pero
like
in a bed and
intimate
breakfast
mall
place.
show.
Yeah.
and like
And
it's like open air and all
Yeah,
of that.
open air kasi
Open air.
Antipolo. It's not up in Antipolo, pero
Yeah.
it's high enough na hindi siya mainit.
Yeah, it's so
So
nice.
why was that show so memorable?
Oh, that's for Jorik. Why
Well,
was it?
for me, it was really good because we were able to fill it up.
Yeah.
For us to, I mean, for people to go there, actually. I had there was a fan that walked from the MRT station, LRT
LRT
station,
station. Yeah, yeah.
hanggang Cafe Lupi. I'm like, oh, you're gonna do that for us? I'm like,
Yeah.
wow. I was so touched by it. And I guess,
Masinag ata ang last station, so he had to walk yung
wala pang
sumulong.
masinag
Oh
dun eh.
man.
Meron na.
Meron na nun?
Ah.
Meron na.
Sorry.
Wild naman nun if all the way from
Grabe.
Santolan.
Santolan.
Pero at least may masinag din.
But then, yeah. Ikaw.
Hard.
For
Ikaw,
me,
ikaw muna.
it's the places that we go to, and then we nagugulat na lang kami na, oh wow, people listen to us here. Yeah. I love that.
Yes.
I love that. You went to Baguio, I guess. And we played, and then like the whole place was filled up also. And we're like,
Yeah.
wow. We have a lot of people that actually listen to us also here. So it's those experiences that I love. It really doesn't matter how far we tour. It's just like when we go to a random city or a random cafe, and then there are people that listen to us there also.
Man,
I love that.
I love how humble you guys are right now. You're just like, I'm surprised that people listen to us everywhere. We don't have millions of streams, but it's weird.
No,
It's
it
people
is.
show up to our
It is,
shows.
no.
Medyo, like especially outside Metro Manila.
Yeah.
Kasi like, I feel like we have some sort of a niche, I guess, within the metro. At
Mm.
least kami and the bands that we hang
That
out
we play with.
that we play with.
It's
Yeah.
different then because there are some people that will just stream you, but they won't go to your shows.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So like I love the music, but then like I'm not a big enough actually
Yeah, to go.
So when we see people in shows, we're like, oh wow, these people actually made time, paid transpo, paid for the ticket, you know. So it's
Yeah,
it's
tapos
ano,
minsan
nakakaano.
they're like parang mga families na.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, may iba na couples
bring
with
the
the,
kids.
Yeah, they bring
Yeah,
their
they bring their
kids.
That's
kids,
cool.
Yeah, which is
Why?
cool.
Wild.
Why?
No. Sorry, I was supposed to say wild.
He said why.
Typo lang, typo.
They bring their kids. Wild. No. But the thing is this. It's like I love that you guys respect that because as an artist, for people to come out to your show, especially coming out of the pandemic, coming out of all these different things, working day jobs, doing all these things in real life to make the time to still be able to go to the shows, it's important and it's really awesome, and that's what keeps the scene alive. And we need more of that, more support for OPM in general. So thank you to all the people that go out to these shows all the time. We appreciate you big time.
We love you.
Here's the last thing that I like to usually ask artists is give us some artists or some songs that have shaped you as like a band or as a person or as an artist. Yeah, we can start.
That's interesting. I think like what I said a while ago, we were bandmates first before friends.
Yes.
So a lot of us had different influences, and it all like the band just became like a melting pot for everything.
Yeah.
So our influences are really different. Like Janessa,
Paramore.
yeah,
Makes sense.
Player as well.
yeah. But I think that was the thing
Common
that we all had, the
denominator.
common ground that we all had, which we all played in church.
Yeah.
So a lot of the music that we listen to and the way that we play is rooted in the way that church songs are played and made.
Yeah,
Back
yeah,
in
yeah.
the day, hindi ko na alam ano yung iba na yung sound ngayon, bro. Hindi na siya
As the way that we remember it to be,
Oh.
the church music.
mas
But
marami na ibang elements.
yeah. Si Jorek naman, what were you into? You weren't into the
I-
music that we listened to that much.
Let me guess.
Depends.
No?
I still do the gospel music and
Yeah.
stuff.
Gospel.
Uh,
listen to
ano ba yung
gospel.
iba?
No, you were more
Bro,
into
I was
gospel
listening
and
to rock
slapping
and jazz as well.
Yeah.
I had a phase where I listened to Stevie Wonder the whole time. Tapos I listened to Earth, Wind and Fire.
yeah.
That's awesome.
So that was like
Yes.
Jorek's side, and then Lua was into.
Ako, growing up, puro local. Big fan of like River Maya, Bamboo.
Oof.
Growing up. Meron ako nung Light Peace Love CD.
Hell yeah.
Back then, so mga yun. I grew up listening to the bands that were the pop bands back then, like Sponge,
Yeah, yeah.
Itchy, who else? Hail.
Yes. No, same.
Yeah, me naman, same a little bit on the OPM side, mga Hale, Q-Shay. But then I also loved listening to Jason Mraz, John Mayer, Coldplay.
Yep.
So a lot of the writing in the earlier stages of Over October, when it was just me writing, was really inspired by
Yeah.
those artists. So I'm pretty sure people hear it in the way that the songs sound.
Mhm.
And then later on, like when Lua and the others started, giving their suggestions or helping in the songwriting, we started to evolve, which
Yeah.
is pretty cool too. So our newer music sounds a little different compared
As it
to
should.
how
Yeah.
how we started.
Ngayon,
out.
at least the releases that we've been putting out and the release that we're gonna put out
Yeah.
is mas pop sounding, I would say.
Mhm.
Kasi
Eto, this is what I've been waiting for. Segue alert. Segue alert. I heard from someone that could have been you guys before we started this podcast is that you guys have a new song that you're about to put out.
Yeah.
It's called Ikot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tell us about it. Tell the fans about it. First time here on Billboard Philippines.
Awesome. So we don't know if it's out already by the time you see this video.
It
but
could be.
It could be, or it could not be. But then, Lua, do you want to talk about it? Lua was actually one of the ones that spearheaded the songwriting of this next
Let's
song.
go.
So
Let's go.
Go ahead.
So, Ikot, ano ba siya? It's about that feeling of uncertainty in terms of, your phrase ko. So, kasi when we write songs, usually may scenarios. And then the scenario we had, at least in my head when we were writing, we wrote this through a call kami ni Josh. So, sandun
Yeah.
si Jorek.
Yeah, I was just there.
And then yung scenario that I have in my head was, if you were at that point na you're starting to fall for someone na close ka,
Yep.
and then you don't want to risk ruining what you have by confessing.
Mhm.
So, iyon, parang internal struggle from that perspective, na aamin ba ako? Ano, lyrics would go na, aaminin ko ba or baka bigla lang mawala kung ano mang pumapagitan sa ating dalawa.
Dang.
So, something like that.
Okay.
Tapos, the chorus would go, paikot-ikot lang mula nung mailang gawa ng yung tingin at ngiti. Ano siya? May unrest. Parang, susugal ko bang mawala yung kung ano meron tayo
Yes.
for something more?
Mm-hmm.
Or magiging satisfied na lang ako sa kung ano meron tayo. Kahit hindi ko rin alam kung ano tong meron tayo.
Bet it all. Let's do it. I love that. So, okay, this song may or may not be out when this comes out. What else is coming for over October? What can we expect?
Well, like we said earlier, we're also working on a bigger project.
Full project.
Yeah, full
Let's
project,
go.
yeah. So we're hoping to do something special this year, also in October maybe, because
Yeah.
why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're planning. We're hopefully going to do a show, like a bigger show, a solo show.
Yes. Awesome.
Yeah, so we're doing that, and then at the same time working on the album.
Mhm.
Hopefully, we're able to make it all happen
This year.
this year. So yeah, it's pretty exciting. You know, we don't want to put out too much info so that we don't
Overpromise.
we don't
Got you.
overpromise.
Got you. We just over deliver right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Set the
Exactly.
expectations
Uh,
slightly lower.
Exactly.
Expectations
No,
a little
we all
lower.
about that. No. Oh, well, thank you guys for being here today. It's been awesome just to get to know more about you guys and what you're doing. I know a lot of people are super excited for what's next for you. This has been Billboard Philippines Volumes. Follow us on Billboard Philippines on Facebook, X, and Instagram. And again, this has been Billboard Philippines Volumes over October. And we out.
Billboard Philippines.